So this is my outline. And you can see my audience here. And my name is Lauren Kiernan, and today I'm going to talk to you about animal cruelty and why I think it's wrong. So, animal testing has become a hot topic in the news and the media lately because many companies use animal testing in pharmaceutical, cosmetic, and medical. And I feel like animal cruelty is just a terrible thing, especially animal testing. So, I don't know, some people view animals as companions, but then others view animals as like tools for research development and medical development. But regardless, I think that animals really deserve to have basic rights, and it's really just the right to not be tortured. So animal cruelty, in my opinion, is morally wrong. It's morally wrong because it's just not right to do to animals to torture them. So the Animal Welfare Act of 1966 was enacted in order to set some basic rules for animal safety. That includes housing and pain medication, but it was really enacted because there was an outcry from the public that people's animals were being taken and stolen and then used in animal research. So what was happening is, say you lost your dog and you couldn't find it, it traveled like 25 miles away, you didn't know where it was. Well, an animal research facility can then purchase your dog for testing. So that's just incredibly wrong and like archaic if you really think about it. Also, the standards that the Animal Cruelty Act set into place only set the standard for housing and pain management. So that means that these researchers can torture these animals by ways of poisoning, burning, electrocuting, suffocating, and that's just so wrong and archaic. Another reason why animal testing is wrong is because it's actually very ineffective. So according to PETA, animals don't have the same biological makeup that humans have, so it renders many of the experiments ineffective. For instance, there was a research drug that came out on the market called Vox, which was going to be used for arthritis treatment. It was used on several different monkey species, and when it was released into the free market, it actually ended up causing 340,000 strokes and heart attacks, and in addition to that, it actually caused 140,000 deaths. Now, this is a drug that was rendered safe in animals, and they thought it was great for the public, and it ended up killing thousands of people. Also, according to Cruelty Free International, there was a French drug trial in 2016 for a drug that was going to be used for Parkinson's disease and anxiety. It was tested on 4 different animal species, and then it went to human trial and ended up causing 4 people to be brain damaged and the death in another volunteer. So these animal tests are not valid, and they're not conclusive, and they're showing incorrect results, which are ultimately causing people to lose their lives. The last reason why animal testing is wrong is because there's new technology that has allowed us to move away from animal testing. So animal testing is super expensive and very wasteful if you really think about it. The Harvard Weiss Institute has actually come up with this remarkable technology that it's an organ on a chip. So what it is, it's human cells that are implanted on tiny plastic chips, and it allows researchers to test different drugs and how they would affect human beings, because these chips have whole organ systems on them and just organs in general. So instead of using animals to test on, they can use these chips instead. And the results are actually more conclusive than using an animal, because it's actually like a human's organ and not an animal's, because humans and animals have completely different biological makeups than each other. So that's really amazing that that technology is available, but we need to move towards using that and not testing on animals anymore. So in conclusion, there's strong evidence to support that animal testing is morally wrong, outdated, and also ineffective. I really hope that today you learned something and that this video will let you think about animals in a different way and it moves you to become an advocate for animal rights. Does anybody have a question?
Yes. Why did you choose this topic on animal cruelty?
So I just really love animals and I feel like they're not given the basic rights that they should be. I don't think any animal should be tortured in the name of science. I understand that some scientific experiments need to happen, but I think that often it's pushed too far.
I have a question. What steps can you take to be an advocate for animal cruelty?
So first and foremost, you can actually make sure that you're buying cruelty-free products. Like there's many brands for household cleaners that don't test on animals, and especially when you're a woman, if you buy cosmetics, to check to see if they're cruelty-free. Like I know Too Faced Cosmetics is cruelty-free as well as Bare Minerals, and you can actually, this is a little extreme, but instead of just burying yourself, you can actually donate your body to science, and that helps medical research and helps people avoid using animals for science.